Yes, all right. We can get started. Welcome to Get a Life Astrology. We are growing into divine adults, loving yourself forever here on this channel. Formerly addicted to astrology, we are now well into our first year and first month. I guess this will be the lucky 13th. Lucky 13th month. I am TMZ, teaching everyone abundantly, empowering many. Zakia, enlightening every day. I'm looking at this because I'm grounding myself with this sage, calming, cleansing the space. If you don't know about sage, some people say it stinks. I love it because it clears the allergies in the air. Let's get started though. Ashe. All right, so let that burn in the ashtray. So it is 6/7/21. It is June the 7th, 2021. Oh man. Fresh into Mercury retrograde still. This is week 2. And Mercury Kazemi is what we're learning today. So as you can see on the screen, I have the current chart up. It says 12:39 a.m. It's actually $12:50 in DC. All right, so as you can see, we got a lot going on. These are all aspects. We're only going to talk about a few. And what's interesting is that I paid $33 or $39, one of those dollars, to get Astro Gold on my iPad, and I can't figure out how to mirror it from the iPad to the iMac. So this one is nice. It chooses the day for me, and it's free. And I use this one sometimes when I'm not using Cafe Astrology. These are free astro charts, but if you need more information or more detailed information about your birth chart, check me out. We'll get back to that at the end. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing, and we'll get back to that at the end too, because I'm going to make sure that you made it through with me. Let's get started. All right, so we are on June 7th, which is where I start. I start on Monday. We came out of a very intense weekend, okay? And I did my last week daily astrology report forecast on I did it on Monday. Normally I begin as Sunday. Sunday happened. So much has happened, y'all. I'm starting to get a little confused, and I should have wrote this down in my notes. But last Sunday was the day before Memorial Day in pagan holiday senses, and even though we are definitely honoring people on Memorial Day, I had a friend that died on Memorial Day, so I spoke on that last episode. Still fresh. This past weekend we had the Aries moon, which is pretty aggressive and impulsive. Then we had Mars in Cancer, opposing Pluto in Capricorn, two planets that rule Scorpio, also rule Aries, the two aggressive signs. Mars in Cancer is aggressive with the home and protecting the home, and Pluto in Capricorn is also in retrograde, transforming all kinds of things realistically, because Capricorn has to do with realistic, and those Cancer and Capricorn are like the mother and the father arguing. So I spoke on that last week, and we're just coming out of that. My friend's candlelight vigil, Josh, his candlelight vigil was on Saturday night, Saturday was a rough day from Friday night with me and masculine energy. So I felt that that opposition very heavy. And I got into a lot of arguments. And I don't just talk this stuff to y'all. I really go through these things. Not everybody does, but most of us do. And if you did experience something heavy this weekend, that was because of the opposition between Cancer and Capricorn, Mars and Pluto, one of the most intense planets out there. On top of Mercury in retrograde still squaring Mercury retrograde still squaring Neptune in Pisces. So it's like the mutable signs are doing a lot. The cardinal signs, all the modes, everything it's a lot. Everything is a lot. Let's get busy. I've been talking for a good 5 minutes, 5, and I haven't even started the week. Monday, today, the moon is in Taurus. It's been in Taurus since yesterday on Sunday because things were so lit on Friday and Saturday. Moon in Taurus grounds us. It helps us feel more secure. It brings us some of the desires we want. We desire to be calm after a tough weekend. And I did really have a good day on Sunday. Now that it's Monday, the moon will be sextiling Mars. This is really touching. And let me tell you why, because when the moon moved into Taurus was right when we were leaving the candlelight visual last night, because technically it's still Sunday night somewhere in the United States. But last night we were at outside of my friend's house having a candlelight visual outside of Josh's house. And his best friend that I know, because I've known him so long, I know all his neighborhood. We'll get into that story later, but shout out to Jonas, aka we call him Kelly. He really needed somebody there. And when Mars, the moon being in Taurus, the grounding, gentle bull, sometimes gentle, and Mars and Cancer being that defensive, oh my God, panicky, moody, crab that's just trying to keep their home and self sheltered. This makes me think of the story that Jonas told about Josh and him meeting him at the first time. And I'm going to try not to cry, and I'm going to try not to make this long. But Josh lived in the corner house, and Jonas lived like 2 or 3 houses up on the other side, on the same side of the block, but across the street. And they couldn't cross the street because they were so young. Josh was 4, Jonas was 5. And he told me that they would just talk to each other until they could cross the street and meet each other. And they was friends up until last weekend in the physical, because they're going to be friends for life. We all going to be friends for life with Josh. But they never missed a day, basically. Talking to each other or seeing each other. And even though they both moved away, came back, family homes are there and all that stuff. I knew I was going to start crying, and I had something in my eye. Use this mask. Because I ain't using the mask for nothing else. All right. Basically, this is like your first friend when they help you out. So I'm using Jonas as the bull, the moon in Taurus, and Josh as the moon. Mars in Cancer. He's a Capricorn, so he's got cancer tendencies. I'm gonna push through this, y'all, with my eyes are burning because I got these lashes. All right, this is live and uncut for Mercury retrograde, messing up my video. I don't want to pause it. All right, so this is like when your first friend helped you out and you needed them the most. This is especially after a rough weekend. The moon will ground you, and Mars being impulsive. The moon, basically the Taurus moon is saying, from a bull's perspective, crab, what do you need? Like, jump on my back so you can get across the street safely. You know what I'm saying? If you want your babes to get across the street safely, put them all on my back and I will get y'all across the street safely. Nobody's gonna harm y'all. So before you are impulsively emotional today, with this moon in Taurus still, and we're getting ready to go into an even tougher week, things are changing also. It's getting to the point where a lot of things are going to shock you. You're just going to be glad that it's happening. So this moon in Taurus might be really chill, and it's going to be a good chill kind of day, but you're going to need this chill day for what's coming up. All right. What do you need to do to get grounded and secure and self-care yourself? That's what the moon sextiling Mars is all about on Monday, today. Because the new moon is in Gemini coming up starting on Tuesday. And the Tuesday is the 8th, but it really doesn't, the new moon doesn't take effect until the end, right before it goes into Cancer. So the moon is not until the 10th on Thursday, but depending on where you are, it could be on Wednesday too. So the new moons usually happen and take effect for like 3 to 10 days. It's best around 3 days before, 3 days after, and then like another week after that. Most new moons are, depending on what sign they're in. This one is a powerful one because it's also an eclipse. Eclipses have to do with energy that lasts up to 6 months. So full moons usually only last just the day they happen, unless they're like a supermoon, and it might be about a 3-day effect. But new moons, new things coming in are going to last, especially because they're new. Tuesday, let's switch it up on here, and I'm talking about, I forgot that I'm fine because I'm looking at my notes. Trying to multitask. This is the sun in Gemini. The moon is in Taurus right here. And it is sextiling Mars over here in Cancer, getting ready to go into Leo. All right, so that is Monday. Now we're going to switch the day to the 8th, which is Tuesday. It'll stay on 12:50. That's fine. I wish we can go by minutes. See, on the other app that I bought for $30-something, it stays on the minutes. All right, but on Tuesday we have, it's a basic kind of day. The moon moves into Gemini. This is hard to read, y'all, too. I'm so sorry. Okay, the moon is out of Taurus. Yeah, these are the lines for Gemini. Right here. So the moon is moving into Gemini on Tuesday. This is why the new moon doesn't happen until it's like really right here. On Tuesday, the moon is squaring Jupiter. Jupiter's here in Pisces, mutable signs. Right here, moon. This purple light must be for, this purple line is for the square. The squares are red, but okay. Anyway, the moon is squaring Jupiter in Pisces, and this is like facts, which is the moon being in Taurus, in Gemini, information, factual information versus illusions, fact versus fiction. This is a good aha moment. This is a good, time to think about, what are you thinking about, and is it sitting well with you? Is your perspective changing? And then Jupiter goes into retrograde next week. So it comes out of Pisces shortly after that. But going in retrograde, we're going to be redoing all the things that we started off with Pisces and, started off new. And then it's going to go back into Aquarius until the end of the year, and then until it goes back into Pisces again. Because it has to go through these degrees again as it retrogrades, and it retrogrades for 5 months, which is right at the end of November. I think it might be the end of October. I'm sorry. The retrograde's a little bit shorter than Saturn, because Saturn's in retrograde too. And then once Jupiter's in retrograde, Mercury will come out of retrograde 2 days later. Let's stay focused on this week though. So basically when the moon, when Mercury is squaring Jupiter in Pisces, we're just thinking a little bit more clearly. We're having that, I didn't catch that the first time situation, those aha moments. Be aware and pay more attention, especially with Mercury in retrograde. Be aware. I can't stress that enough in your conversations, because I need to be aware of what I say, especially with the situation that I had. I'm not going to take too much time with that, but be aware of your conversations, your travel, leave early, expect delays, watch out for aggressive drivers, watch out for accidents, just be careful. And then on Wednesday, let's move quickly. We're already at 15 minutes, sorry y'all. On Wednesday, this is Mercury Day as well too. This is Message Day, okay? Getting the messages across. Moon, still here in Gemini, getting closer to moving into Cancer. I want to say Gemini 6-9. 6-9 day is Wednesday, and it's a Mercury Message Day too, so message. Where is my, oh yes, let's go to it. Where is it? Message! I saved that just for y'all. Alright, going back to this. Wednesday, 6-9. The moon is trining Saturn in Aquarius. So moon in Gemini, trining Saturn in Aquarius. Alright. Jupiter is still in Pisces, but it's a second line. It's not in Aquarius yet either. It looks like it does from the way this chart is. I wish I could make this chart bigger, y'all. I'm still trying to learn my technology. Alright, so when the moon is trining Saturn in retrograde, this has to do with your emotions realistically working out. This being a message day, work out your emotions through what is realistically happening. Saturn in Aquarius is the new world. We are realistically going into the new world. Paying attention to the messages of
you are fake news.
Yes. Shout out to Taurus because his birthday is coming up next Monday. All right. Also, Saturn will start beginning this day, and it's like going to start really becoming exact, which is the big day on Taurus' birthday. Speaking of Taurus, I feel like there is going to be a lot of
you are fake news
trying to cover up not only his birthday, but this actual aspect that we're talking about really quick. Saturn will begin opposing Uranus in Taurus. Okay, Saturn in Aquarius. Saturn rules Uranus. Uranus is not at home in Taurus. It's actually in its, I want to say decline. I'm not forgetting the word. It's not at its best in Taurus, however. Taurus still gives you that security, those desires, those wants, those material things. And so new possible things, in my opinion, are coming out materialistically. If you have been working on the realistic changes of the upcoming new world, Uranus has to do with the new world. Saturn has to do with the old world. Saturn is in Aquarius at its old home, making its changes that are necessary. Now, this is like, something is going to happen, you just don't know how. Uranus has to do with surprise, rebellion, and Saturn has to do with restriction, government, authority. Something is going to happen, but you just don't know it. Thursday. I don't know it either. I mean, I know I have an interpretation, like I always do. I just don't know exactly how it's going to flow, but something's going to happen. Okay, not on Wednesday though, but coming up. Thursday is more aha moments with reveals and surprises. How did I not write the aspect for Thursday? Let's just take a look. Thursday, the moon also is moving into Cancer. And Mars moves into Leo on Thursday. Or maybe Friday in other places. Alright. The 10th is also the new moon in Gemini because it's getting ready to move into Cancer. I just don't get these lines, y'all. It looks really funny to me here. The new moon happens on Thursday. when the eclipse also happens. This is the solar eclipse when the sun is covering the new moon is always dark anyway, so the sun is covering the moon in the eclipse. This is actually the last Gemini eclipse for the next 9 years. We'll have a Taurus lunar eclipse in Scorpio season, and then we'll have another one in Sagittarius season for the Gemini Sagittarius opposition final eclipse until we move into fixed signs eclipses again. With the nodes change into the fixed signs next year too. 2029 is popping off from here on out, y'all. All right, Friday, 6/11. The moon actually moves into Cancer on Friday. Why is it in Gemini so long? Because it's in Taurus, right? We just started the Taurus moon, the Taurus moon ends tomorrow night. So, new moon happens on Thursday night. Friday is the moon moving into Cancer that fast. It still looks like it's out of line here, but let's keep moving. This is a good mood moon. Cancers are moody. The moon is at home in Cancer. The Cancer's at home in the moon. And this is a good mood for Cancer when it's at home. The moon is going to be trining Jupiter in Pisces. This is a lot of water energy. There's a lot of water transits coming up too, without us Scorpios, but that's fine because we'll be running the opposition, the eclipses, and the North nodes for the next year and a half, starting in 2022. So anyway, this is a good self-care day, a good day for friends. The moon is also going to be conjunct Venus. They're right next to each other. Venus just entered Cancer last week as well. So both of them blending their Cancer, their home, their nurturing, their motherly energies is good for Friday. So Friday is a really good day, again, for meeting up with friends, self-caring, taking a load off, getting your hair, nail, things done like that. I already did that. I'm ahead of the schedule. Mars is in Leo, so I guess it is. Mars is in Leo this day too. And the tip of it is there, so we're going to go with that. I wish I could see the degrees better too. Mars enters Leo on Friday, and this is like a proud, prideful lioness or lion, dramatic but ever so illuminating. We're also gonna have a summer full, because at the end of the summer is Leo season, and we're gonna have a summer full of just Leo season with Mars and Leo. I believe it's exalted in Leo, and the good thing is it's my Mars return. Shout out to Nams. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. Naomi. It is her birthday today. It is her solo return. It is her 30th, her big 3-0. She is an astrologer in the UK that I definitely love to build with and follow in all things her she's doing. She just came to North America from the UK yesterday, I believe, for her United States tour. So hopefully I can hook up and introduce y'all to Moms on my channel, because I know she has her own thing going on and she is big and popular in the UK. So shout out to her. Happy birthday on 6/9. All right. I'm sorry, 6/6 was yesterday. We're at 6/7, but I'm talking about 6/11. Also, I was talking about, this is I have a Mars and Leo on my birth chart, so this is my Mars return. It's a big deal. We'll get into that another day, though. Coming soon also is Mars opposing Saturn. So Mars here in Cancer will be opposing Saturn in Aquarius once it gets to the Leo point. I'm sorry, it'll be on the Leo point on Friday, so it'll be opposing the fixed signs. Leo and Aquarius are fixed signs, and Mars will be opposing Saturn, so those are two strong energies too again. So that's going to be, and then it's going to be, I forgot, Uranus. So Uranus will be squaring Mars. Where am I at? Uranus is going to be squaring Saturn. Let me slow down. Still Mercury. We're smack in the middle of Mercury retrograde. Trying to not be tongue-tied. Saturn will be squaring Uranus at the same time as Mars is opposing Saturn in retrograde. That's what I was trying to get out. All right. Spotlight on your passions with Mars. Realistic passions with Saturn. And then kind of like surprising everybody with it with Uranus. And Mars also deals with impulses, so it can be either forced energy you're getting from the Mars being in Leo, or it could be well-deserved energy. And I feel like on my end it's going to be well-deserved because this is my Mars return. All right. This is also in a new way that you're going to basically express how to get your passions out realistically in a surprising way. But it's also going to be like, say it with your chest because you're rebellious, or say it with your, women have these chests and the men have those down there that are the same kind of sagging effect, if you know what I mean. But it's like walk with confidence and walk like lions do with their heads up and their chin up, because Mars and Leo is going to be a litty summer. Saturday, the moon moves in, the moon trines, the moon still in Cancer is trining Neptune. So this is the water sign energy again. This is, what are you idealizing or needing to detach from? Is it good? Are you idealizing some perspectives or ideas or views on things? Are you doing that realistically? Are your emotions involved with it? With the moon being at home, comfortable but still ever so moody, every so often. So that's only the really biggest thing going on Saturday. And then we get back to Sunday on the 13th. Sunday, guess whose birthday?
There's gonna be some stuff you're gonna see that's gonna make it hard.
Let's play that one more time because I turned it down.
There's gonna be some stuff you're gonna see that's gonna make it hard to smile in the future.
Shout out to Pac. It is his birthday on June the 13th. And I believe he is still here with us in the physics. That's another story though. Shout out to my girl Wissa, who did my nails. She's practicing. I think she did a really good job, if y'all can see. The light is kind of bright, but they're Barbie Sunset. They're like orange and pink. And it's going to be cute for my new wig. It's not so dark. It's summertime, so I need to get lighten up. Alright, so Sunday, we have the sun squaring Neptune. Did I move the Sunday up? We have the sun in Gemini at the last week of Gemini, squaring Neptune in its third. So this is the third realm. The last 20 degrees, the 20 to 29 degrees. I believe it's in 22. I wish I could see. Yes, it's right here. There we go. And it is squaring another mutable sign, Pisces. So you see it's 22, 23 degrees. They are squaring because they're both mutable signs, but they're in close degrees too. Okay. As I said, this is being an illumination, the sun being illuminating, brightening the illusions that are coming out of Neptune. This is Jupiter. So the illusions that are coming out of Neptune are being squared by the sun. The sun is showing, like, are you really trying to pull some wool over our eyes, or are you being spiritual? Are you being elevating? The moon's in Leo. No, the moon is still in Cancer on Sunday. I guess it moves into Leo on Monday. So the moon is in Cancer still on Sunday, and it is at the 23 degree as well. So it's pretty much making a conjunction to Mars in Leo. So it's really close because it's going to go in a Leo soon. And Mars and the moon are blending their energies, which could be a sassy mood with the moon, being at home in Cancer. She's moody and sassy because of that fire energy coming from Mars and Leo. This is like fire and water, which is my favorite. Being a Scorpio, I'm definitely a boiling water. Cancer can be just like Scorpio sometimes too. Boiling water, but good and dramatic at the same damn time. All right, and then we go back to Monday, which is the big day. I'm not going to go too much into it because I want to talk about it probably next Sunday earlier so we can be ready. Come back in midweek checking in and talk about it more too. But we have Saturn in Aquarius doing this exact square to Uranus and Gemini. So here's the here's the red line for that. It's exact square. Should have been using down here, but Saturn at 13 degrees in Aquarius in retrograde, and Uranus is at 13 degrees in Taurus. And then they're like seconds, isn't minutes, but they're so close, 8 and 4. These are the last inner planet and the first outer planet, so they are slow, but they're really close. They're exactly at the degree. Okay, that is why this line is so thick. This is when we said back on Thursday, we're going to know something is happening and we're going to prepare for it. And today we're going to ground ourselves and chill and get ready for this huge week with the eclipse and all that, and the new moon, and manifesting on the new moon and talking things into existence. Because on Monday, next Monday, when this hits, Saturn Uranus, yeah, when that hits in the sky, this is going to be shocking. This is going to break some reality rules. This is going to end some things. This is going to be, some people are going to be like, oh my God, I can't believe this is happening, going crazy. And then some people are like, great, thank you, finally, we're getting this out. So look forward to next Monday. All right, that is it. Yay, we got through this one. I don't know why my sound is not playing. It's still Mercury. I bet you by the end of Mercury retrograde, let me speak this into existence with the new moon coming in, I'm gonna have this soundboard sounding like Chrysler Building. No, that's not right. I'm thinking of some big theater. It's gonna sound like an amphitheater or something like that. So anyway, let's get this popping. Scorpion always wins. Thank you for checking us out. Me out. TMZ, teaching everyone abundantly. Empowerment is the key. Lightning every day. Please go hit that subscribe button in the corner right there with my picture, my beautiful picture. I do have a new channel coming out for meditation. We're going to get going and get our chakras together in order and things. So look out for that. I'll have that popping for the new moon. And then I do want to encourage you to get birth charts if needed. Please book me. I'm going to build my website up still. We're working on that still. So you can just hit a button and pay, and we can get things popping, and we can learn about our present, past, and how we're going to move them through this future. Okay, so y'all have a wonderful week. This is Get a Life Astrology. We are growing into divine adults with our back straight up, with Mars entering Leo, and loving ourselves forever. Y'all have a great week. Peace.